Long live the gourmet. Delivery is practically bursting with determination and purpose. As Professor Galvaroche so eagerly pointed out, our Mervyn bread cannot be considered a perfect meal until we load it with a sufficient quantity of ascorbic acid. The problem is, all the citrus fruit varieties grown in labyrinthos have the distressingly low value of this key nutrient. They say it has something to do with how the false sun cannot entirely replace the effects of natural sunlight. Thus, for our purposes, we are unlikely to improve the Mervyn's bread level of ascorbic acid simply by adding a labyrinthos orange or two to the list of ingredients. And yet the professor claimed to have managed the feat. The question is, how? Maybe he synthesized it himself? Yes, it's entirely possible. He may have manufactured the nutrient using elements extracted from readily available labyrinthos produce. The process he employed, however, is a mystery. It would take me months to research a manufacturing method from scratch, but we cannot allow the professor to submit his Penelope unopposed. We need to consult with another expert on the subject. Radotz-Han is the home of alchemy, and one of its noted practitioners, Master Jalvaz, is the Near East's leading authority on nutritional science. I've never had the pleasure myself, but perhaps he will assent to an audience if we show up on his doorstep. The new aetherite allows us to travel to Thavnir directly, so that should save us some time. Let us be swift and sure. We might have to work on efficient. Alright. Off to Yenamald. Alright. Oh, right over here. See, she's getting that effect that Thancred and the others had. Oh my god, I remember that so vividly. I feel sick to my stomach, but it's nothing compared to the nausea I suffered after one bite of the professor's Penelope. Come on, we'll find Master Jalvaz in the city proper. I mean, why didn't we just teleport there directly? I don't understand. But anyways, let's see. Where is she? Azal's Peace. Let's go down there. There she is. So this is the fabled city of Radotz-Han. It's even more vibrant than I imagined. Yes, this is my first visit to Thavnir. To be perfectly honest, this is the first time I've ever left Charlian. Wow, girl, you really need to get out and touch grass. What have you, Bryce? Have you been here before? Well. Then you can lead the way. I've studied the layout of this place from top to bottom on parchment, but in the flesh I'd probably get us lost before we'd taken 10 steps. The document I've read mentioned Master Jalvaz's affiliation with the High Crucible of Alchemia. I wonder though, the man should be getting on in years, and he may very well be retired. Anyway, it's somewhere to start. Let's head there now and see if he's still in residence. DeBroy is now accompanying you. Keep her at your side to proceed with quest objectives. Oh boy. You can leave DeBroy behind by entering a different area or by speaking with her and selecting the option to part ways. If you wish to have DeBroy accompany you again, return and speak with her at the original location. Yep, got it. Okay. Question a high crucible alchemist while accompanied by DeBroy. Okay, how far up do we need to go? Quite a bit. At least it's just a straight shot up there, thank goodness. Alchemist. Okay. Jalvez? Never heard of the fellow. He may have worked here once, but I know of no one by that name among my present colleagues. Then I suppose he is retired after all. Actually, considering his age, there's no guarantee that that man is even... Well, let us assume he is still among us for the moment. Shall we continue our inquiries on the floor below? This way. Amiable alchemist. You're looking for Jalvaz, the alchemist? That would be my great-grandfather, but it's been quite some time since he last worked here. Your great-grandfather? He, was a great man. He is. Over 100 summers young and still going strong. As a prominent scholar of nutrition and health, he's always practiced what he preaches. Why, he's even spry enough to visit the tavern from time to time. If you head over to Mehane, I'm sorry if I'm tearing up these names, you might chance to see him there. That's wonderful news, thank you. I am very eager to meet him. There you have it, Bryce. Our next destination is... Oh dear. Aetheryte travel did not agree with me. Deep breaths and away to Mehane we go. Oh, whoops. I forgot I can't use that. We have to manually walk there. Thankfully, it's not too far from here. Yeah, not too terribly far. Oh, I'll come back and check on that at another time. Alright, let's see if the dear man is in. Let's see. Oh, wait. Is this where we're supposed to be? Oh, here we go. Never mind, I guess this is it. Sorry. I walked right past. I thought it was a chat area. My bad. I don't see anyone who matches the portrait from the books, which makes sense considering how young he was in that particular picture. I wonder what he... Oh! Doggone it, she just completely collapsed. Miss? At least she didn't faint. I thought she fainted. I was like, don't you worry now, young lady. I'll brew a remedy that'll put you back on your feet in a twinkling. Thank you, sir. I feel ever so much better. I've never heard of a bout of ethereal sickness lasting this long. Oh no, my dear. You are quite clearly suffering from a severe case of anemia. All the symptoms point to a lack of ascorbic acid. Without that nutrient, your body has trouble absorbing iron, which in turn leads to thinning blood, disturbing pallor, and extreme fatigue. The medicine I gave you will remedy the immediate issues, but I strongly suggest you rethink your dietary habits. We wouldn't want your youthful promise stolen by a fatal case of scurvy now, would we? Now that I think on it, I've been eating nothing but Penelope samples since we started all this. It stands to reason that our yet-to-be perfected meals would leave me so low on ascorbic acid. Dahlia, save me. I almost made the same mistake as Mervyn. Your knowledge of the nutritional sciences is most impressive, Master... Oh, it's just plain old Jalvez these days, my dear. I'm retired now, but I've learned a thing or two about healthy eating and longevity over the years. So you are Jalvez. I knew it. My name is DeBroy, and I study nutrition at the stadium in Charlian. I come seeking wisdom from the foremost expert in the field, that being you, of course. If you know of a viable laboratory method for manufacturing ascorbic acid, then I humbly request that you instruct me in the process. Well, isn't this a coincidence? It wasn't long ago that a professor from your stadium approached me looking to solve the exact same dilemma. Aha! Yes, I know of a method. I was the one who discovered it. But the sweat of my brow comes at a price, Mr. Rory, and a rather rich one at that. How rich? The professor paid it without too much as raising an eyebrow, but I'm afraid the cost of my services is beyond the means of the average student. Still, it seems hardly fair to turn you away at the gate. I'll tell you what, why don't I make you a deal? You see, I have always been a lover of curries, but when you've eaten as many as I have, you begin to grow tired of the same Hannish flavors. Then I recently came to learn of an Eorzean style curry plate that I am desperate to try. I obtained the recipe from a trader, and I've even gone so far as to gather the ingredients so the cook here can take a stab at preparing the dish. But now destiny has seen fit to drop a pair of Western travelers in my lap, and who better to make Western cuisine than the natives of those lands, eh? So, here's my offer. You prepare the curry, and I teach you the method, provided my palate is properly tickled. We accept. I promise you we will make the most delicious curry you've ever tasted. The other visitor was most certainly Professor Galvaroche, which means the process he learned is one which can be followed using resources from Labyrinthos. And what's more, Eorzean curry is one of the Last Stand's most famous dishes. I've made it many times. First you caramelize the onions to bring out their sweetness, add the bouillon, dice your choice of meat and stew until tender. Oh, and to be sure to skim the floaty bits from the water, of course, and then... Rory, save it for the kitchen. Sorry, I did it again, didn't I? Anyways, yes, I know all the steps. Aside from mixing the golden spice, Master Dixon was always the one to prepare that ingredient. If you could take care of that part, then I'd be more than happy to handle everything else. As I said, I have all the ingredients you need and more besides. Cook away, and let me know if you're running low on anything. Ah, my mouth is watering already. Okay, now this is the type of recipe where you have to get the ingredients from the NPC. You can't prepare anything. Okay, so... do I have the ingredient already? Let me see. Yep, here it is. Golden spice ingredients. This pouch contains the ingredients necessary to mix a batch of Master Dixon's golden spice. Okay, so I have to do a HQ jar of golden spice. This might take me a few tries. I'll be right back. Yes! Thank God! I got it on my first try. Alright, here we go. How is that spice mixture coming along? Here you go. With this spice added into the mix, a standard curry dish is transformed into a flavorful culinary masterpiece. It smells wonderful. This will give our curry the perfect amount of zest. So this is what Eorzean curry looks like. The colors, the aroma, it's so different to what we serve here. Now, for the all-important taste. Is it to your liking, sir? It's fantastic! The more you eat, the more layers of flavor compound into our harmonious orchestra of deliciousness. They say you can taste the chef's intention in a meal, and your determination to impress me has infused every bite. Then you'll share your method with us? Of course I will. A meal such as that is worth more than a man's weight in gold. So, coconut milk is the key. Thank you so much, Jalvez, sir. There is one more thing I would ask, if I may. What, in your opinion, is the biggest secret to health and long life? A well-balanced diet is important, no doubt about that, but I believe you must enjoy what you eat. It's always seemed to me that digestion is aided by how much one relishes a meal, and the better one's digestion, the more nutrients one's body absorbs. Exactly. I've often thought the same myself. You've been a great help to us, sir. We wish you many more years of healthy living to come. And although I would love to more thoroughly explore Radha's gourmet delights, we must hurry back to Charlian, perhaps another time. Alright, back we go. Thank goodness that went over well. Because I haven't really shown you, but let me show you the gear I'm wearing right now. I have not changed out of my gear that I had during Shadowbringers. Whoops, this isn't Walker, I'm sorry. These two are from scripts. These are scripted weapons. Jesus, tools, I'm sorry. And this is handcrafted gear. I mean, yes, it can be pentamelted, but I don't have time for that. Not to mention pentamelting is very, very difficult. And it would have cost me more than I would have liked to spend, so I've been getting along fine with it. No muss, no fuss. So there you go. And you see, I'm at level 87. So, if you're thinking you have to spend money on gear every few levels, please don't do that. Please do not do that. Like they say, why reinvent the wheel if it's still working? Alright. Thank you, Bryce, for accompanying me to such a far-flung locale and on such short notice. I don't know if I could have secured that alchemical process from Jalvez without your assistance. But now that we have it, our next batch of Merwin bread will be well and truly perfect, this time, for certain. Long live the gourmet, complete. The next request will be available from Deliveries upon reaching level 88 as an alchemist or a culinarian. Well, as you can see, my EXP bar is going to hit in just a second here. There you go. Prudent synthesis. Alright, so let's get ready for the next challenge.